Thank you for joining me. Today we're not in my backyard snack yard. We are in my parents' garden in Denmark, having a little look at everything that's starting to wake up and grow in their beautiful garden. First off is a beautiful rhubarb. This one is so bright red. It's called Vinrhabarber. That's the cultivar, which means wine rhubarb. So it obviously because of the beautiful red stems. Usually rhubarbs need to be forced to have this kind of color, but these ones are naturally like this and they're so beautiful. They're just starting to wake up now despite just how cold it's been here. So really doing well. And of course over here we have some of my mother's hydrangeas. They are her absolute favorites. They're covering the garden. They're all sorts. And many of them are the type that have blue and pink hydrangea blossom on one stem. Amazing things. I took some cuttings last year and brought them home and they're doing really well. They've all 3 cuttings rooted. So I'm hoping to have some of these myself. And yeah, they're just waking up nicely. I mean, the thing that's amazing is that we're still just in the beginning of spring here in Denmark. The temperature really drops overnight, and we even had a night frost last night on the 26th of April. So really does stay cold. Down here we have some of the little wild violas that just abound everywhere here. You see them covering the fields sometimes. They are so cute. Of course, closely related to my dog violets in the garden at home. Really, really sweet little things. Oh, and this lawn, I absolutely love moss. I'm always trying to collect it to use as mulch, especially for spring bulbs. It's just so comfortable to walk on. It's their really wonderful mossy lawn. Definitely my kind of lawn. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really like it. And more hydrangeas. They are really everywhere. You can see it's spring because there's a little snail. Oh, and look who's hiding there, a little ladybird. I love ladybirds. Oh, they are really a sign of spring, aren't they? So cute. Oh, down here we have some columbine just starting. I think it's more like a weed here, but really cute. And there's even a little daffodil. They're all gone. In England, they've been done for a few months now, it feels like. It might only be a few weeks, though. But yeah, so impressed by how beautiful the hydrangeas are doing. And not getting frost burnt or anything, or, damaged by frost one bit. Over here, we've got some really interesting herbs that I really like. They call them magiort, but they're actually called løvstikke. In England, we call them love parsley, or more commonly garden lovage. They're related to celery and parsley. You can see the stalks look a lot like celery, to be honest. But they're really a useful herb to have. And then these ones here, some columbine, they're really doing well. They kind of grow as weeds, but what I really wanted to show you in this little area are these adorable little ones. Look at this, how cute are they? I think they're called fiddleheads. Of course they're ferns, but they're so cute when they're in this stage here. There's so many of them too. And this whole row of tulips here is 8 years old. And they just keep on coming up every year. I don't know why mine don't. But these ones are behaving like I would expect tulips to do by not just dying down after 1 year. Look how lovely they are. Really pastel colors, and this one here is just in bloom. So pretty. I love tulips. Some of my absolute favorites, muscari, so beautiful, or grape hyacinths they're also known as. So cute. Oh, first little rhododendron. So lots of little buds everywhere. And look at this beautiful tree. So gorgeous. Oh, it's like one of these really beautiful blossom trees. It has these wonderful bright pink flowers. And it's just about to to burst into bloom and look extra pretty. Look at this, these are black currants. See the little flower buds there? So sweet. It's a really good bush, this one. It's gonna have lots of big juicy berries soon. And there's some more tulips here. Here's another black currant. I think black currants are always my dad's favourites. And so I'm not surprised that he has them. And here, of course, are some of the hortensias or hydrangeas, that I got my little cuttings from last year, or last summer. They're like an amazing sea of blue and pink and purple. And will all start blooming in just some weeks now. And then right here, there is a fig tree that they got in France. And this year, even though we had frost last night, it's starting to fill up with little embryo figs. Look at those little baby figs, bribas. So they should get some figs this year. There's quite a few on this tree. This is a black fig. I think it was a wild one, so I don't think it has like a specific cultivar name or anything. But that's so fun. How exciting. The fact that it's starting nice and early now means they should get some figs. They're also the beginnings of the first potatoes here. Look at how sandy the soil is. It's amazing. It's so different from my own soil, which is so heavy clay. This is like the opposite, I guess. And actually it's really good for growing carrots too. The carrots grow really straight, whereas mine, they hit like a rock or something clay, and then they just sort of split. So you get very split roots, which isn't ideal for carrots. There are also lots of beautiful dandelions. And that brings us back to the beginning, back to the beautiful Wien-Rhabarber. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time back in England.